What up, what up, what up? I hope all is well and you're hanging in there by the grace of God. How are you doing? How are you doing? I know it feels eerie, heavy, creepy in the air. But in the midst of all, that is the Almighty. So remember that. Ground your energy to that truth. I know some of you are feeling weary, but still vowing not to give up. I can relate. But I feel that strongly in the atmosphere. It's some people saying they can't deal with what's going on right now, don't understand what's going on right now, don't want to live through it. But listen, I usually say when I'm tired, weary, overwhelmed, even when you anxious, we are supposed to go to the Most High with everything. That is a devotion. That's a dedication. That's a determination. You got to be determined to do that. But I usually say, I don't say I'm tired anymore. If I do, I catch myself and I say, because I know the truth, I am feeling weary, I am feeling tired. But the truth is, I find strength in you, Lord. I find peace in you. I find love in you. I find joy in you. I find strength in you, Father. You have to go to the one. And that's a reminder. You know, when I had said something about Spirit brought my attention to that about deliverance, because the only one and the only way is to be delivered through Christ. And Spirit brought to my attention when I had said, why are you looking for people to deliver you? The question really was, because I missed that part, why are you seeking people outside of Christ to deliver you? I don't. I never come here to disrespect anyone else's religion, especially when they minding their own business and staying in their own space, in their environment, and they're not infiltrating, they're not terrorizing, they're not tormenting, they're not harvesting, they're not leeching off other energies. Um, Let them be. But if you know that you are a child of the Most High, why are you seeking people who are not of Christ, who are not of God, to deliver you? What's the confusion in that? If you call yourself a Christian, if you say you are following Christ, why are you going outside that realm? You're supposed to be only seeking your God. Because we know the people of this world, everybody ain't serving the same God. Everybody is not a child of Yah. Everyone is not a child of the Creator. I don't think people are ready to accept that truth. But someone is seeking deliverance. And there are some genuine ministries, deliverance ministries. There are some genuine people in deliverance ministries. I've witnessed that. But you have to be guided to that. You have to be led to that. You have to pray about that. You can't just go because your fat flesh is feeling like it's conflicted, afflicted, addicted in some type of way. You can't just, you got to learn how to deny your flesh, because the flesh is weak and the spirit is willing. You need to be led by the spirit right now. Someone needs to be led by the spirit. But I think what I heard an elder that I listened to, and she confirmed what the Most High has been teaching me is about humility. Why are you fighting being humble? And I'm talking about being humble to the power of the Most High. Surrendering. And then when you surrender, you do remember, like, okay, humility, gentleness, meekness. If I'm a child of the Most High, that's how I need to be walking. That's how I need to be talking. That's how I need to be moving. And that is a daily dedication devotion. Practice makes better because we have been subjected to so much programming in this world, so much conditioning in the society, in your family, in community, in the churches, and the religion has did something to the people that's making them more fanatical and dramatical. And I said this a while ago. That's because the Spirit spoke through me to let me know, be mindful. You're going to see more religious spirits acting fanatical, acting frantic, acting harder, meaner. And I was going to say something about that too. Because I'm telling you right now, when I talk about witches and warlocks, you know who the main group that may be attacking you are Christians. Those who claim the faith Christianity. There are witches and warlocks, and I ain't talking about the one doing like magic tricks. I ain't talking about those. I'm talking about those who manipulate with their tongue, who gossip, who spread rumors about you, who slander your name, who defame your name. And you really haven't done anything to them. And if you have done anything to them, you've been accountable for it, you owned it, and you're moving on. But they're not moving on. But yeah, many Christians, and I can speak from my own experience too. Many of those who have came up against me, but they're really coming against the Creator. That's how dense and dumb they are. It ain't really about me. So I can't take it personal. Take the bitter with the sweet. But many of those Christians are witches and warlocks and don't even know it when they speak curses. When they say you ain't gonna never be anything. When they always just see who you were in the past and not seeing you for who you are in this present time. And they keep wanting to tear that down and pull you down because you're changing, because you're growing, because you are evolving. And let me tell you what Spirit was telling me, because I thought I saw something. Yeah, Spirit was telling me, when people reach out to you, and it's always when you about to go to the next level, be mindful of the ones who do that, who are reaching out to you, and they kind of persistent, almost annoying. If they're reaching out to you through text, through phone, through email, or whatever, and you really don't have, there's nothing within you that want to answer them, want to talk to them, want to be around them, that's okay. It ain't no hard feelings. This is about you protecting your energy and preserving your peace of mind. But let me tell you, you've had people to disconnect from you, to detach from you, to separate from you, and you were still praying for them, and you were still wishing them well. You may have been hurt in some type of way, you may have been frustrated in some type of way, you might not have understood it. But always in the midst of those emotions, you found a way to pray for them and wish them well. This is the test on them. When you decide not to even respond to anyone who's reaching out to you because the Most High said no or not yet, that test is on them. What are they saying about you not answering? About you deciding to be in solitude, to take care of yourself, to help yourself, to feel good about yourself, to elevate yourself to the next level? How are they talking about you? And who are they talking? It really don't matter. But are they tearing you down? Are they speaking word curses over you? Are they wishing you ill or death? Or are they praying for you? Or are they hoping one day that you can come together in harmony, in peace, in love, in reunion? Are they looking at themselves? Nope. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, I had to answer the door. Um, they ain't thinking about that. They are not under the will of the Most High. They're not controlling their flesh. Self control is a fruit of the Spirit. They're not bearing or producing that fruit. And they're being watched. You're going to have to answer to that one day. Why you talk so ugly about that child when the Lord raise it up out of you? You ain't going to be able to, because the Most High see everything. You ain't going to be able to pretend. You ain't going to be able to try to explain it away. You ain't. Look what you did. Look at what you said. And then there's some sensitives that feel that. Because that manipulation is on somebody's crown. You hear people say, why should I be humble? Why should I surrender? Anytime I surrender to me, or be humble towards me, I mean, I see your true colors shining through. But can you have humility? Can you serve the Most High in that way? Instead of reacting like, why didn't you answer my call? Oh, they. It ain't no tit for tat. Always. It ain't always a fight. You could tell the ones who got a fight with them because they always want to find a way to fight with you. And I'm picking up on this. And what if you're sad? What if you're feeling a little down and out? Ain't nobody praying for you? What if you just don't feel like talking to anyone? What if you don't have the strength? Nothing left to give. That's what Spirit was saying. If you feel like you don't have nothing left to give, then rest, child. Rest. Some people don't even know how to do that, to rest. Many people that I've seen that are workaholics or busy, going, and don't know how to slow it down, nothing ain't gonna slow me down. What you ain't dealing with? What you running from? What's going on the inside of you? That means you're not even aware. That means your body, something has to happen in your body for you to sit down or lay down or die. For you to slow down. Something ain't right about that. People don't know what season they in because you know what? I didn't feel comfortable saying Happy New Year because there's so many people in the pain and suffering right now. There's so many people that's sleepwalking right now. And I've learned this is a season that we are moving into, shifting into. And what's going to be new about it? What's going to be new about you? What's going to be changed within you? People be setting all these goals that they never would meet, and really just work on healing yourself. Pausing for a little bit. Here go that train. Another interruption. Woo, y'all, because I'm going through some things on my own now. I had talked on the phone and lost my train of thought, but you know, this is about being present over performance. That's it. It's about being present over performance. The Creator was talking to me about that every day. being present, being grateful, being thankful, and honoring that. And that humility will take you some places. Oh, that's what I had to read was Psalm 23. Spirit wanted me to read that. We need to be praising the Most High. All praise to the Most High. All praise to Yeshua. All praise to the beautiful angels that are encamped around our home, with our comings and goings, sent by the Most High to protect us, to guide us, to help us. Thank God for grace and mercy. Thank God for the lessons and blessings. Yeah, I'm going to read Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd. I hope y'all can hear me through this microphone. It might be time to upgrade. The Lord is my shepherd. I have everything I need. He lets me rest in green meadows. He leads me beside peaceful streams. He renews my strength. He guides me along right path, bringing honor to his name. Say one time out. That's humility right there. That's that rest. That is that surrender I was talking about. And you have to claim that strength. You have to declare and decree, I find strength in you, Father. I find rest in you, Father. I find peace in you, Father. I find love in you, Father. I find grace in you, Father. And somebody needs to forgive themselves. Won't you have some grace and compassion for yourself? Even though some of the things you might have, you're human. You are human. Okay? You are human. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. But we are supposed to be, just don't let the emotions rule you. Okay? That's all I say. Part of being alive is to feel that anger, to feel that anxiety, to feel that angst, to feel that sadness, that sorrow, that grief, that trauma and pain. When you don't, you're numb. Who numbing you? What is numbing you? We're supposed to feel some things now. We're just not supposed to be led by the flesh. We're supposed to be led by the Spirit. And you know, the Lord is my shepherd. I have everything I need, because a lot of people right now are following the wolves in sheep clothing. We're in a den of thieves. That's what I was saying to myself earlier. Really, I was speaking to the Spirit. I was like, we are in a den of thieves. And I'm discerning righteously. And when I speak about anyone, I'm not judging them. I'm discerning righteously. Because whatever they do or say is between them and God. And whatever message I give is, some folks need to heed the warning. Listen to the word of God. Surrender and remember who they are. Because it's some spiritual seeds, meaning those born of God who are entangled with dark spirits. And some things I say will trigger some people. It's okay. Evaluate yourself. Look at yourself. What you're triggered for. There's something going on the inside of you. And some things I say might resonate with you, might not. And if it don't, let it fly in the wind. Don't make it what it ain't. Don't make it what it ain't. This world has taught people to complicate things. That's why you hear when it comes to relationships, it's complicated. Why is it complicated? Who complicating the things? You or him? Her or you? Even when I walk through the dark valley of death, I will not be afraid, for you are close beside me. Your rod and your staff protect and comfort me. We're in that time. We're in a valley, dark valley of death. We have shifted into a new season. New beginnings are yours to access. But what a lot of people don't have to understand, you have to feel some type of abundance in your energy field, some richness in your energy field, some peace in your energy field to manifest what's best for you in your life. I said manifest, not obsess. Because some folks think obsession about what they want, what they want, they won't. Then that becomes a manipulation then. And that is not of God. I'm only here to shine my light into the darkness. And we in the wilderness, we in the darkness, we in the lawlessness, we in the wickedness right now. A den of thieves. Since the beginning of time. Inception of time. And this country has always been thieving, raping, assaulting, meddling in other folks' affairs. Not godly. You really, and then have the nerve to have a song, God bless America. How can God bless a place that don't revere him, that don't respect him, that don't honor him? I don't. And see, this is what I'm talking about, like in politics too. Because people still doing that blame game. Did you vote for such and such? Or did you vote for her? Did you vote for him or did you vote for her? Well, there's a him or her up in that office. Divine prophecy shall be fulfilled. That's what people don't really get. And that president ain't running the show. It's a shadow government. I know they call that conspiracy theory, but no, they have handlers telling them what to do and how to do it and when to do it and where to do it. They ain't in control. They being handled. They being controlled. What you talking about? I don't know if I don't want to see that truth though. I want to keep arguing, blaming, scapegoating. You prepare a feast for me in the presence of my enemies. You welcome me as a guest, anointing my head with oil. My cup overflows with blessings. Surely your goodness and unfailing love will pursue me all the days of my life, and I will live in the house of the Lord forever. And I will live in the house of the Lord forever. Okay. You prepare a feast for me in the presence of my enemies. Ain't nobody told you, because some folks get in their ego like, I'm going to prove them wrong. They underestimate me. They overlook me. I'm going to prove them wrong. Humble thyself. Humility. Jesus Christ showed us that. Humility. And see, I know I'm a child that is supposed to follow Christ. I know my place. And I know with the gifts that have been given to me that I'm supposed to be using the source of the Creator. What some of these other folks are doing, what source they tapping into, that ain't none of my business. I just know how I need to operate, and this is how what has people confused and entangled with dark spirits, because Jesus Christ foretold, prophesied some things, and where did that come from? The power within, the word within, the Spirit of God within. Why do people keep overlooking that? That wasn't divination what he was doing. And many of the things I'm told to go to Matthew 24. What you gotta tell us, Yeshua? What you gotta tell? You gotta remind us, right? I love you. I love God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you? Matthew 24 is Jesus foretells the future. And here y'all gonna wanna hang a witch. And the witch is in the church building. Talking about folks. Beating folks. Abusing folks. Come on now. Neglecting folks. Telling lies on people. Manipulating folks. Tell me something good. Where you want me to go to, Spirit? Yeah. Oh, Jesus told them, this is Matthew 24, starting with Matthew 24, 4. Jesus told them, oh wait, 26. I ain't trying to hold y'all too long. Don't let anyone mislead you, for many will come in my name saying, I am the Messiah. They will lead many astray, and wars will break out near and far, but don't panic. Yes, these things must come, but the end won't follow immediately. The nations and kingdoms will proclaim war against each other, and there will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world. But all this will be only the beginning of the horrors to come. That's where we at right now. That's where we at. Okay? Then you will be arrested, persecuted, and killed. You will be hated all over the world because of your allegiance to me, and many will turn away from me and betray and hate each other. And many false prophets will appear and will lead many astray. Sin will be rampant everywhere, and the love of many will grow cold. But those who endure to the end will be saved. And the good news about the kingdom will be preached throughout the whole world so that all nations will hear it, and then finally the end will come. Boom. Jesus foretells the future. We're here right now in this present moment. Be here now. Those who endure to the end will be saved. Like I said, you feel weary, but you vowing not to give up. So rest in God, child, okay? Believe in God, child. Trust in God forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. I'm telling you right now, I've been feeling some things. I don't feel good. And I have to go to God. I have to speak with the Most High. I have to express myself and tell the truth. Like, this is a tough one that we will have to endure. This time, this era, these days is tough. You know what I hear? Be still. Rest. Silence is your strength. I'm being taught that. I'm being reminded that too. That solitude, silence is power. Moving in silence, that's going to be your strength. It's that sound. I'm going to tell you something. If you are a leader in any way, I'm going to keep talking. If you are a leader in any way, because I don't know what that is, but it's annoying. It was quiet. You're being attacked in some type of way. Being distracted in some type of way. You're being tempted in some type of way. You don't have to be on the platform. You don't have to be on social media. If you are a leader in any type of way, a leader for the Most High, serving the Most High, leading the people to Christ, I'm telling you right now. But no weapon formed against you shall prosper. The weapon will form, though. I've witnessed that. But it will not prosper. And sometimes, most of the time, the kingdom of darkness like to strike you in your crown. The battlefield starts in your mind. And you start having all these thoughts. And a lot of people need to practice casting down those negative imaginations, those nasty thoughts, and turning it over to Christ. And renewing your mind and purifying your heart on the daily. We in a daily fight right now. The principalities are on the ground. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that. It feel like it's in the air for some people. They on the ground, working through some peoples. And we see that clearly. And you see that false chief in office, what he did to Venezuela. How you look talking about you gonna run somebody else's country? I'm telling you right now. I can't tune too much into this, y'all. It's a clown show. It's too much going on, and you will lose your mind if you tune into every speck of news that social media or TV or music, what they expressing. They even telling us in movies now, the wicked can't hide. They can't hide anymore. The light shining too bright on the land. And this is a time where you need to be asking yourself, if you don't know, who am I? And then you go to the source. But we have to discern who are the children of Yah, who are the spiritual seeds, and who are the serpent seeds. It's being revealed not just on the outside of you, but in your own family, in your own community, in society. They showing you who they are. And anybody who gets irritated because you were born to express God, you were born to speak about God, you were born to talk about God, you were born to help folks, leading them to God. Anybody gets triggered, aggravated, frustrated, irritated by that, something right on the inside. Now, what Yeshua has taught me, how to see beyond the demons into humanity. So when I see some level of beauty or grace or compassion in you, that's the presence of God in you. But some people can still be ruled by their flesh, led by their flesh and their feelings. But if I don't see nothing of Christ or the presence of God in you, who are you? That's where I'm at right now. And I'm trying to help you in that way too. I'm serious. I ain't talking about by your feelings and your emotions about a person. I'm talking about that discernment, that intuition. When you don't see the beauty, the grace, and compassion in an individual, which is the presence of God, if you don't see the Spirit of God in them, the power of God in them, even though they're going through their own, because there's some people that still be making their mistakes and led by their flesh, addicted, afflicted, or conflicted in some type of way, and they're just going through their own spiritual war, and you still see the presence of God. But if I don't see no presence of God, that's demonic to me. If I don't hear God, if I don't feel God, if I don't see God, something is off about that. And I don't sit there and have conversations with no demons. I don't sit there and argue and fight with no demons. Shut the door on the devil and go pray. Pray against whatever is coming your way. Pray against whatever is trying to take your mind, trying to take your sanity, trying to take your purity, trying to take your dignity or your divinity. Pray against that. We got to pray just to make it today. I said that, didn't I say that? When I was in that on assignment from the Spirit in that tarot world reading for folks, God was always at the forefront. And those who follow me over here and still watching me and supporting me from there, oh, you're the spiritual seeds. God don't make no mistakes. Telling you to come out of the loop. Because I feel like a lot of readers put their audience into a loop. Now, not all of them, because some are guiding you with the light of God. I can't even judge them because that's their journey. That's their timeline that they're on. But you got to be aware in this time of the deception that's going on. Are you seeking first the kingdom of God, or are you seeking people to deliver you? Are you seeking people to counsel you? Are you seeking people to talk to help you? Or are you seeking first the kingdom of God to lead you to the people? Because the Spirit, the power, and Word of God works through the people. Be careful out here on these streets, okay? And you don't feel guilty or bad about taking some time for yourself. That solitude is where you can restore your strength, recover your strength. And people don't understand when you're not, because it's so wicked out here right now, and people are puppets for the darkness, and some know it and some don't know it, don't even know they're being influenced demonically. And then next thing you know, you could just be saying something to encourage you and they mad, they irritated, they upset. What's really going on? Walk away. Don't sit there and be arguing nobody demons, shadow boxing with nobody demons. That's where I'm at right now. It's too many people I'm starting to see they got monitoring spirits attached to them. Happy New Year! What you happy for? You ain't even happy on the inside. I need to stop, y'all. I'm tripping. you know, you ain't got no peace on the inside. What you talking about? Just because it's a new year. Are you changed in some type of way? See, this is what I'm talking about. 2026 is going to rock some folks and shake them to the core. And it's going to happen even to the children of God. But you know, we know how to lean to the center of the Most High will. We know how to trust God through it all. Don't you know? I know sometimes it feel like, who am I? Where am I? What's going on? It's too much that's going on. I check out in the news. I check out of the noise. Oh, I had a spirit. I had a word from spirit, and I'm gonna let y'all go on that note. But yeah, happy New Year. We shifting into a season, all right. This is a season of judgments for the righteous and unrighteous. The Most High will repay. Okay. What about them spiritual reparations? Y'all talking about them physical reparations. What about them spiritual reparations? You don't know nothing about that because you don't know the power, the word, and the spirit of God. Don't start now, spirit, because you want to be starting something. Got to be starting something. Let me stop, y'all. Telling the truth, though. Let me get this message, okay? This came to me when I was feeling a little funny, and all these dreams, these spiritual realms I'm traveling to, like I'm seeing too many things in people's lives. I don't like being a fly on the wall. But that's my gift, my seer gift. And see, that's expanding too. That's increasing too. Own who you are. Those spiritual gifts. Don't suppress it anymore. Don't repress it anymore. Because Jesus foretold the future. But which source did Yeshua use? The Most High. Christ, the Spirit, was dwelling on the inside of that temple of Yeshua. You heard me? Yeah, you hear me. You better recognize who you are and where you belong and get in your rightful position and know your place. Humility is key. When you start getting your feelings, when your emotions have you flared up and that nose flaring up and them eyes bucking and stuff, sit down, calm down, breathe, child. Go to the one to settle you. Because the one is going to tell you, shh, be still, and listen. Yeah, my next message is about unforgiveness that has arrested your development. That's for somebody. But this is from the Creator. Cut out the noise and devote time to rest as you step into this new year. Be still and know I am. That was a capital. I am with you. Release the fear and keep the faith. We're heading into a perfect storm. Access the light for protection and provision. When you observe the chaos and changes, remember to speak life through it all. Remember to pray through it all. Remember to trust through it all. Remember to believe, to receive through it all. Engage in the warfare with prayer. You will see me with a pure heart. You will hear me in the quiet with a renewed mind. You are loved. Message. I hope you heard that good word. It took a lot for me to show my face. Wiser, Lord, let me show my face. I'm being prepared. This channel is shifting into something, and I'm still working with the Creator on that. It's shifting. It's changing. I have changed many times throughout the years I've been on YouTube with this channel, with the Most High using my voice as a speaker box to reach and teach the collective. So, I'm going with the flow of the Most High. I don't know where it's going. I'll let y'all know when I get the answer. Jesus is the answer for somebody. Somebody need to hear that. Christ is the answer. Okay? Invite Christ into your heart so you could be resurrected from the dark, so you could be delivered. But it starts with humility, and the humility is just surrendering to the power, to the will, to the word of the Most High God. And you keep doing that on daily, because I've been feeling some of y'all, don't nut up on me now. Don't nut up. I'm praying like several times throughout the day. The Lord got me praying for community, for family, for society, for humanity. Listen, y'all, we're about to see some things that are going to make us like, some people ain't ready. They just ain't ready. And some of you are. I mean, ready on the inside, within, because the Most High is dwelling within you. All right, y'all. I'm keeping you lifted up in my high thoughts and prayers. Thank you for your prayers and support. It is greatly appreciated. The prayers of a mother I think I need to talk about that on a message too. The prayers of the mother, they just don't know. Your prayers be saving them from some things. The prayers of the elders and the mothers, I've been feeling that covering me. Thank you. Ooh, you got a direct line to Jesus. You're on the main line to the Most High. I'm grateful and thankful for that. All praise to the Most High. All the glory belongs to God. We're going to be all right. You guys to know it and believe it to receive it. And I catch y'all on the next go round. I love you.